Abigail Hannaford-Ricardi, Children's Coordinator here at First Unitarian Church of Worcester. It's springtime, and this is a season of rebirth and renewal when the earth is coming alive. It's also the season in which Christians observe Easter, which is the story of Jesus' resurrection after he died. Now, you probably know that Unitarian Universalism has 7 sources. And one of those sources is awe and wonder and mystery. And another source is science and reason. And those would seem to a lot of people like two opposites. But I wonder if there's some duality to it too. Today I have a story from this book by Gail Gibbons called From Seed to Plant. And I want to share it with you. Here is some soil. This soil has nutrients from all the different plants that have grown here in the past. When the plants died, their flowers, stalks, and leaves composted down to make a rich, nutrient-dense bed for future plants to grow. Here is a seed. All seeds grow into the same type of plant that made them. The beginning of a plant is curled up inside each seed, along with food to help the seed grow. The seed wears a coat, an outer layer to protect it from harm. A seed will not sprout until certain things happen. First, it must be in or on the soil. Rain is needed to soak the seed and soften the seed coat. In the spring, when the sun shines, it warms the ground. The seed coat breaks open and the seed begins to grow. A root grows down into the soil. The root takes in water and minerals from the soil for food, and up grows a shoot. Green leaves grow up from the shoot towards the sun. The plant grows bigger and bigger. The leaves make food for the plants from the water and the minerals in the soil, from the sunlight, and from the air all around the plant. Finally, the plant is fully grown. Buds on the plant open into flowers where new seeds will grow. A flower is made up of many parts. There are petals and the sepal. There's the center of the flower. It's the pistil. The sticky part at the top of the pistil is called the stigma. The parts of the flower around the pistil are called the stamens. Stamens make a yellow powder called pollen. At the bottom of the pistil are tiny egg cells called ovules. Before a seed can begin to grow, a grain of pollen from the stamen must land on the stigma of another flower. This is called pollination. Pollination happens in many different ways. Sometimes wind blows pollen from flower to flower. Sometimes insects, like bees and hummingbirds, transfer the pollen when they visit one flower for the sweet juice called nectar, and then the pollen rubs on their bodies. Then they carry the pollen to another flower of the same type, and it comes off on the pistil. If pollen grain from a flower lands on the pistil of the same kind of flower, it grows a long tube through the pistil into an ovule. This is the beginning of a seed, which will grow inside the flower even as the flower begins to die. The seeds are ready to become new plants. The flower dies and decays into the soil, making rich nutrients for these new seeds to grow again in the spring, and the cycle continues all over again. And now we have some time for some wondering questions. So, I wonder how all the information of what a plant grows up to be can be held inside a seed. Information so small that we can't see it. I wonder if you think Jesus left behind a seed that sprouted and grew from the rich soil that he left after he died. I wonder if you think the more we learn about science and reason, that it lessens the sense of awe and wonder? Or do you think the more we learn about science and reason, the greater our sense of wonder and awe is? That's it for this time. See you next time.